This is a video response to IMHOTEP, who states that we're currently in hell, the realm of hell. Now, I don't really follow that we are in the realm of hell per se. A lot of the information that you've given is fantastic and I would say pretty much spot on. However, I've seen that there are 7 hells and 7 heavens. However, the first level is where both of them meet, so it's neither hell nor heaven. Now, the way I see it is you have the higher heaven, which is the, if you like, related to the higher chakra point, and then you have the crown chakra, which is linked to the 6th heaven, and then the throat chakra, which is linked to the 5th heaven. And you work your way down to the base chakra, which is where we are on the physical plane, and that is also the first level of hell. So then you have a mirror of yourself, like the mirror of the microcosm of the universe that is in each of us. So then after that you would have like the next step would be the lower solar plexus of hell, then the heart chakra of hell, the throat chakra of hell, and so forth and so on until you get to the higher chakra of hell. Now, for us to become perfect and for our souls to become complete, we need to actually complete and experience each of the different heavens and different hells before we can ascend to greater things. That doesn't mean that being evil or being good is predominantly going to drive us into either of these hells or heavens. A simple action or a simple notion can create that hell or a version of that hell within ourselves. And sometimes we can experience the hells or heavens through lucid or astral means. We can actually induce them through rituals. In fact, a lot of the rituals undertaken in Freemasonry are going through each of the 7 heavens or the 7 hells to make yourself perfect. That's where the term taking a good man and making them better, I feel, is coined or comes from, or what it relates to. To actually ascend and become part of the greater structure of the universe, or to move on to a planet where beings have far more chakras than 7 points, or to where you're saying the Ascended Masters came from. I don't believe that they came from some of the planets or areas that you mentioned. I can't remember the exact term that you coined for their origin points. I call them the Zoilo. Now, I believe that all energy is interlinked, and all energy is linked to the eye of the universe, which, if some would like to call God, they can call it God. It's the origin point of the universe, where it started from, and it was where it's going to expand or come to. Some people like to say that it's a collective consciousness. However, it's energy. It's a collection of energy. It does have consciousness to a state, but it's nothing like what you can experience or understand until perhaps you've had a near-death experience. There are some substances that will bring you close to the experience that I've had, like awakening the Kundalini, the third eye, ayahuasca, which is a certain extract from a root over in Brazil that they use for spirit walking. There is many other ways to trigger it, but I would suggest the Kundalini or meditational techniques, which I think you may have covered in one of your previous videos slightly. And I'd imagine that you are enlightened to that same degree, because a lot of what you're saying is in tune with what I've experienced. So yeah, I would like to just say keep up the videos. However, the whole idea that we are in hell, I don't believe that is 100% true, because I also see this as being a heaven. And to be honest, there isn't much vibrational difference between the two. And where people say that hell is for those that do wrong or do evil or negative things, it's all about vibration. It's all about energy and vibration and harmonics. Each of the different chakras in our system is linked to a planet in our solar system. They contain exactly the same harmonics and vibrational note, and it's just a case of getting each of those vibrations completed before we can ascend or move on. That's pretty much as simple as that. Something that I need to also mention is there are chemicals that are placed in food and water to dull down our senses, to dull down the pineal gland, to stop us from actually experiencing the astral, or the higher awareness that it takes to actually achieve perfecting each of these heavens or hells. for the simple reason the elite, or those that are in power or know this, wish for the knowledge for themselves to ascend quicker and faster. It's much like a seesaw. If they can tilt it in their favour, they will, and they are. There's only a certain amount of soul, or energy, if you like, that can ascend on every solstice. And you have to be in the right place, pretty much, and being buried or cremated in the correct way is also, it helps to actually get you to where you need to go a little bit quicker. It's like the idea of placing silver coins over the eyes to pay the ferryman. When you're placed on top of a fire with silver coins over your eyes, they melt through your eye sockets, through your eyes, into your brain, and go straight to the pineal gland, where silver is almost like a conductor for the soul. It pretty much completely vaporizes the pineal gland, your soul is released a lot quicker, and yeah, you get to ascend faster. You can then rebirth into a new body, a new vessel, fairly quickly, especially if you're burnt on the solstice. I know this all sounds a little bit crazy, a little bit far-fetched. However, if you want to learn more, take a look for my book online. It's called The Teachings of Zoilo. You should be able to find a free PDF on the occult forum. I found IMHOTEP when he started talking about the occult, and I found him to be quite knowledgeable, so I would suggest subscribing to his channel. He makes far more videos than I ever do, and the information that he's got is by far and large some of the best that I've found online. Keep up the work. Bye bye.